It's an interesting question. The concept of a loyalty card has been around for a long time, and it's used in certain subsegments of retail. For example, fashion, grocery, specialty retail like pet stores, auto parts stores, etc., are really focused on customer loyalty. But yet the card is really not relevant anymore. There will be some baby boomers and some generations that carry the card with them and present that at the time of checkout. But most of the millennials are carrying that type of information on their phone. In fact, with the advent of digital commerce, simply entering an ID, an email address, or some sort of unique identifier serves a much better purpose in identifying that consumer and tapping into that loyalty program. What's interesting is that even starting to look at things like the MAC address of the telephone or something that's a cookie that's on the computer where the consumer is surfing can help identify opportunities for promotions and recommendations. So loyalty is still alive and well and flourishing. Loyalty is even more important in certain subsegments of retail, but yet the loyalty card isn't as predominantly used as much as it used to be. Instead of that, they're using identification tools like I mentioned. As the retailer collects that information, they absolutely pay attention to what's in the basket, what's a suitable promotion, and what's an appropriate recommendation based on that consumer's experience and based on that consumer's basket. A recommendation is a very sensitive relationship with a consumer. You need to respect what they've bought in the past and not recommend they buy something they've already purchased. That can annoy a consumer and we can lose that loyalty. Also, we want to respect in the digital side of things if there's been some sort of filter that's applied. For example, if a consumer comes to a website and imposes a cost filter, I'm looking for a gift between say 100 and 200 and I want to stay within those boundaries, the recommendation engine has to respect that criteria and not recommend something that takes them out of their budgetary spend. Many recommendation engines don't do that, and we see customers adopting our technology as a way to pull in their sales data and potentially replace a third-party recommendation engine by having complete ownership over those algorithms and routines that provide access to the recommendation. So thinking about loyalty, yes, it's absolutely critical to retailers. In fact, I would consider that the third main business driver, shortly after margin and revenue. Margin, revenue, and loyalty are going to drive retail to the ends of the industry. But the fact that they're not using a card anymore doesn't mean that we're not really fully taking advantage of that loyalty program.